Captain's log. Day 19,238. Pirate base is active again. Early scouting was indicated that all debris on the pirate base was removed or recycled. Meanwhile, the increased activity on the Elysium indicates that pirates will have another delivery very soon. At the beginning of the day, a lot of mercenaries was gathering at the Moon City. That was a very well-known factions and a lot of unknown enders. For me it is a good opportunity to test my new 2 ships. That is a prototype of my fighter and small drop pod, which can be used to travel on small distances. It costs very small, so it's very expendable. I took my drop pod and went to the pirate base. The stabilization system on the drop pod was broken. Anyway, I went to the pirate base, where my neighbors was already hold their positions. It was early. Only one scout was in the air. Drop pod very small. It can be manually moved anywhere where you want it. Personal weapon was not very effective against gun platform. We was lucky. Somehow we disabled the gun platform. And it fell to the ground. Pilot has survived, and he pushed to our positions. But he did not last long. It was clean for some time, and we decided to make some fortifications. After that, I went to my base. I took my prototype fighter. It was his first test. So I didn't expect much. I was right in time, because cargo was delivered. And some scouts was flying around. While I was in the air, neighbors start gathering cargo crates. And very soon, the skaters has arrived. Few seconds showed me that the maneuverability of the prototype is very low. Anyway, I decided to not run and to check how much damage my fighter can handle. My enemy has lasers and one railgun. At some moment, my weapon stopped working. It was obvious that the railgun hit the side armor. When I took the second prototype ship, it was already a lot of ships in the air. Time, ships flying normally, but I forget that my main enemy is a gravity. I was not disappointed. Till test was made, this version was unusable. A lot of ships was in the air, but the ground was also overpopulated. Well, I had the opportunity. I started gathering weapons. And at some moment, above me, I saw two HammerHeads. They was finishing the disabled ship. A lot of time I saw HammerHeads in the air. Very good ship. Heavy armored. And good maneuverability. They can eat rockets and no critical damage to them. At the moment I saw a ship. Two shots and HammerHead was disabled. This was a fighter with single railgun. Funny thing that when the pilot of the disabled HammerHead was dead, the second one comes. And he just destroyed damaged ship, so nobody was able to claim it. I didn't know who wins. But it was obvious for me that the rail ship was better. At this time I took my stable version of the fighter and I found big ship. It was flying very low. He had a lot of autocannons. The ship was so big, it was so easy to hit, so I forget that my enemy is the gravity. Looks like gravity does not like the other ships too. I don't know how this pilot survived. And more important, I don't know how the ship was still able to fly. I used all my ammo. So I decided to go on foot. No one was in the base. And I went to the cargo drop. It was funny to see that some parts of the ship was still operating. The ship was totally destroyed. I don't know what was happened, but looks like one shot just killed all the Sendos. Somebody was inside to try to kill it in melee combat. That was my first kill made by the melee weapon. When my inventory was full, I found out that on the top of the crate was placed a weapon. It was loaded. The ore in this crate was much expensive than the ore in the last one. I was not alone. I didn't know what to do. My armor was depleted. I had only pickaxe as a weapon. And in this moment I remembered that it was a gun on the top of the crate. The fire speed without additional power is not very high. The Sendo had a lot of time to hide. At this moment I decided to stop waste time and to try to steal the cargo. I took one of my tractors. My idea was to place a thruster to the cargo crate and use it as a tow anchor. My neighbors was protecting me in the air. I was sure that nobody will kill me from the air. I didn't check the ground. That's why my tractor was stolen. The ship had my anti-thief system, so we had to turn off transponder. That's why I took my fighter and went to the same place. But it was already too late. And it was another ship in the air. This ship was so big, so easy to hit, so I forget who was my main enemy. Hope one day we will have wheels and I will never fly again. The second attempt to steal the cargo was in the night. But a lot of ships was already on the ground. It was really hard to aim directly to the cargo. Every time I try to tow the crate, I hit another ship. I lost some time and some ship just found me. My chair was broken. But ship didn't have a lot of critical damage. So I decided to try to manual control it. And it works. I managed to get under the shields. Almost without damage. A lot of time passed, but battle was not over. A lot of ships on the air. At this fight I was lucky. I was able to see that my gas was leaking. So I simply returned to the base. It was a long day and the battle was over. A lot of debris was on the ground. This day, cargo was not delivered to the pirate base. But I'm pretty sure that the pirates will start to deliver cargo very soon. I will be there. Captain's log. End of the day.